Do you recall when Monique stated this after reading Shannon for filth?
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old and get you an old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Child, Shannon Sharpe really should have taken Monique's advice and left the streets alone, because now he's found himself in a whole mess. Shannon has been going through it these past few days, and honestly, it's been nothing short of a disaster. Just a few days ago, a woman filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of some serious stuff, alleging that he's her and got physical during their relationship. The allegations are wild, and the streets are already whispering that this could be the start of a major fall from grace for him. Shannon is trying to lawyer up and shut everything down, but from the way things are looking, it's not swinging in his favor. He might want to get Monique on speed dial because she might be the only one who can help him navigate this chaos. Now, the real tea. Did Shannon really try to pay the alleged victim off with $10 million? And is he actually guilty? Or is this just another celebrity shakedown? Let's break it down. One thing about Monique, she might tell a joke, but she's never going to tell you a lie. When she went on Club Shay Shay last year, she called Shannon out for his questionable habit of dating very young women. Shannon has never been shy about his preference, and while most folks turned a blind eye, Monique didn't. During her interview, she straight up told him to date someone his own age. Looks like her words were more prophetic than anyone realized.
Girl, you don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old and get you an old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Shannon Sharpe is currently facing a lawsuit from a woman named Gabriella, who claims they were in a relationship from 2023 to early 2025. According to Gabriella, she was 19 when they began their relationship, while Shannon was 54. The age gap between the two immediately raised eyebrows, especially considering that Shannon's youngest child would have been in their late 20s or early 30s at the time. Gabriella, meanwhile, would have been about 10 years younger than his youngest child, which only adds to the complexity of the situation. Despite the relationship being legally permissible, the age difference and the context surrounding it have caused many to take a closer look. Gabriella has now filed a lawsuit, revealing some disturbing allegations. She initially filed under Jane Doe to keep her identity private, but Shannon and his legal team named her in their response, bringing her identity into the public eye. In her lawsuit, Gabriella accuses Shannon of emotional manipulation and controlling behavior. She alleges that he assaulted her on 2 separate occasions in October 2024 and January 2025, ignoring her pleas to stop. Gabriella claims that what began as a consensual relationship eventually took a darker turn. She describes incidents where Shannon allegedly made threats against her, and she claims he became increasingly abusive. Furthermore, Gabriella alleges that Shannon recorded their private moments, sometimes with her consent and at other times without her knowledge. She says that Shannon told her the recordings were for his personal use, but later allegedly showed them to his friends. Shannon Sharpe's legal team has responded forcefully, denying the allegations and providing evidence in the form of graphic text messages allegedly sent by Gabriella. These messages, which contain explicit content, include statements that seem to suggest Gabriella's active role in the nature of their relationship, with references to certain fantasies. Shannon's legal team claims that these messages demonstrate that their interactions were consensual and that the video footage Gabriella provided was edited and taken out of context. Shannon's lawyers have labeled the lawsuit as an attempt to extort money from him, accusing Gabriella and her lawyer, Tony Busby, of trying to blackmail him. According to Shannon's team, the edited video and audio recordings were part of an effort to twist consensual acts into something they were not. They assert that Gabriella and Busby were demanding $50 million in exchange for dropping the lawsuit. Shannon stands firm in his innocence, claiming that this entire situation is a setup designed to harm his reputation and force a financial settlement. Gabriella, on the other hand, is sticking to her allegations. The legal battle is just beginning, and it's clear that this case is going to get more complicated as it unfolds. Both sides are preparing for a long and contentious legal process, and the outcome remains uncertain.
Being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it or I wouldn't myself. You know what happened and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all of you.
Tony Busby, Gabriella's attorney, has now responded to Shannon Sharpe's claims with his own fiery rebuttal, stating that Shannon had actually offered Gabriella $10 million during mediation in an effort to avoid the lawsuit. Busby wrote, "Back in early February, our office reached out to Mr. Sharpe on behalf of Jane Doe to discuss a potential settlement. After several rounds of talks, mediation was arranged. Mr. Sharpe was represented by a different legal team during this process, which went on for over 6 weeks. Eventually, Mr. Sharpe made a very generous offer to settle the matter. However, Jane Doe refused the offer and instead decided to pursue this lawsuit." Busby also addressed the explicit text messages that Shannon's team had released, pointing out that they were sent before the alleged incidents of abuse occurred. He argued every text message Mr. Sharpe's legal team released today, supposedly from Jane Doe, was sent before the events described in her lawsuit. These texts are being used as a distraction from the serious allegations she has made. It's not going to work. But Busby didn't stop there. After Shannon posted a video accusing him of blackmail, Busby struck back by releasing an audio clip where Shannon allegedly can be heard making threatening remarks to Gabriella. And just like that, the situation went from already complicated to even more chaotic. The battle between Shannon Sharpe and Gabriella, now supported by her attorney's fierce public statements, continues to unfold, and it's clear this is only going to get messier as the days go by.
Everything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You wanna be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna out of you when I see you.
No, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice.
This situation is definitely not looking good for Shannon Sharpe. After Tony Busby released the audio clip, he commented, "The contents of this clip are certainly not playful. They are disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous." According to Busby, the audio reveals a troubling picture of how Shannon allegedly treated Gabriella, leading her to flee Nevada and cut off all contact with him. Busby also doubled down on his claim that Shannon offered Gabriella $10 million to settle the matter, saying, "On one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his lawyers are claiming Jane Doe's case has no merit. On the other hand, they've admitted that Mr. Sharpe offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing to avoid the lawsuit. This is a fact. Jane Doe was indeed offered $10 million to settle, but she rejected it and decided to move forward with the lawsuit." He also accused Shannon's legal team of trying to discredit Gabriella, claiming that they had begun attacking him personally. Busby made it clear that he wasn't backing down from the fight. Naturally, Shannon's lawyer wasn't about to let this go without a response, and this time, the defense hit Gabriella hard. According to Shannon's team, the timing of the lawsuit is highly suspicious. They pointed out that Gabriella filed her lawsuit just one day before news broke about Shannon potentially signing a massive media deal, reportedly worth over $100 million, for his Club Shay Shay podcast. Shannon's lawyer stated, her knowledge of Mr. Sharpe's impending lucrative contract, she knew that and took advantage of it. In my opinion, this is the classic definition of blackmail. Timing is everything when it comes to leverage. At the end of the day, this whole situation is a chaotic mess. Fans have also weighed in, with one person commenting, Shannon Sharpe is 54 years old, a retired athlete, rich, successful, and very well known, messing with a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl. Monique told him to leave them girls alone, and he didn't listen. Now look. Another fan added, at least 30 plus would have been acceptable. I don't understand it. As a black woman, I feel like on these Shannon Sharpe allegations, we need to sit this one out. One more fan wrote, Monique warned him, a 19-year-old telling Shannon Sharpe to put a big black baby in her should have made him look in the mirror and rethink what he's doing. It's clear that this is getting messier by the day. What do you think about all of this?